guys, welcome back to my channel, and we are back with a new strategy that is going to help you to trade spikes very easy. On my channel I have various strategies that you can use to scalp 5 to 10 candles, but we are here with another strategy for you to catch spike very easy. Well, if you know price action, you can apply price action as well, so that it's gonna be a successful one for you. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Once I drop any powerful strategy, you'll be able to get access to. Before then, people have been struggling with trading of spikes because they don't know how to go about it, but I'm here to give you a strategy that you can use to catch spike very easy. And I want you to watch this video till the end, because at the later part I'll be giving an information out that you are going to be a successful trader. If you like this video, please you hit the comment section. If you like the video, you give me a like and you comment also at the comment section. If you have any questions too, you can drop them under the comment section and I'll reply you. If you want to join my Telegram channel too, I'll drop it at the description box below, and my social handles also below into the subscription box, so that you can follow me and then learn something from me. Before then, let's go to today's strategy that I'm here to share with you guys. What is this strategy all about? It's about moving average. Someone may ask, why moving average? Yes, we are using just a moving average to catch a spike and I think it will sound very fishy or strange to you, because moving averages lag. If I say lag, those who are into this forex or derived terms will understand, but a newbie, you need to learn some terminologies in the market. When we say a lag, it means lagging indicators are indicators that moves whilst the chart also moves. It's called a lagging indicator. But with the moving average, I'm going to show you a sentence that is not going to lag. That means once you move the chart, it stays wherever price has hit it to. It's not going to drop, it's not going to go high, it will just stay at where it is. So this is the 1 hour time frame, and before then, please always do some small analysis before you enter into the market. No matter how the strategy you are using, analyzing the market is also very important. So if you want to analyze the market, you can use the support and resistance. You can use some trend lines to be able to analyze the market. So you can see that from here we have a support over here, and then resistance also over here, and we could see a breakout. So I definitely will tell you that Crash 500 is it's going to buy. Okay, it's either we have a false breakout or checks out goes smoothly, and then retest to your trend line, it means it's going to be a buy. So at least if you want to go to the market, just identify the trend of the market, and that is what I'll be explaining more at the end of the video. Okay, I'm gonna explain more at the end of the video with another indicator that we could add to the moving average to make it a complete strategy, and for you to be able to know, even if you don't analyze the market with trend lines, that indicator will tell you that okay, the market is a buying market or the market is a selling market. So in order not to waste my time, let's move to our first indicator, and our first indicator will be the relative strength index. Normally people use the relative strength index as an indicator in the one, and then insert their other indicators into it to make a complete indicators of strategy. Some also use the stochastic oscillator, but I advise always, if you want to put in indicators, a group of indicators together at a particular window or indicator window one, always use the relative strength index, because it's very good than the stochastic oscillator. So we go to the oscillators over here, just click on our plus sign over here, and we find the relative strength index. With the relative strength index, it's either you right click and then you click here attach to chart, or you double click on the relative strength index to open the settings for you. So this is how it is. And then with the parameters, we don't need the relative strength index, we only need the levels. Okay, the levels. So we choose a parameter of 2, apply to close, and then the style or the color, we make it none. Okay, this is the none over here. And then the levels, we have the level 90, 80, 10, 20. By this time we are adding 2 levels to it. We make it level 95, and then the level 5. Okay, and then the level 5 attached to it, and then click on OK. So once you click on OK, this is how it's going to look for you. The interface will look for you, but I will show you I'm gonna show you something about indicators and how they work. That is why I'm telling you to watch this video to the end. No matter how lengthy it is, just watch it to the end, because I'm gonna take my time to take you details where you will never get it everywhere. So I urge you to watch it to the end of the video. So this is a relative strength index, and our next indicator we are going to insert is the moving average, and the moving average is falls around under the trend. So you just click on moving average. If you double click on the moving average, it's going to be inserted into the main chart. Okay, it's going to be inserted into the main chart, that is this portion, but we need the moving average in the relative strength index. So what you're going to do is this is the moving average, and then you will left click on it, hold and drag it. Okay, you hold and drag it into the RSI, then you leave it. Once you leave it, I have already done it, I've back tested it, so all the informations are already there. So with the parameters, we need 35, and then the method you apply to exponential, and then apply to. Okay, the apply to, let's see something here. I'm gonna do a strategy with all this apply to. With this apply to, talks very well about the indicator. If you don't know how to use it, that that is where you are going to deviate for your strategy that you think it might work. All everything here, the closed, open, high, low, median, typical, weighted close, previous indicator, and the first indicator data, they all work. Okay, they all work, but how to apply it and how to understand it and how to use it, it's what matters. But people don't know. They just go to any YouTube channel, apply to close, then they apply to close, they follow it. But have you thought of how all these thinkings came about? No, you've never thought of it. But I'm going to show you. If you want an indicator, okay, to work perfect for you, always try and insert all these and see how the chart will be. But first, let's go concentrate on this, and I'm going to drop another strategy for spike, and then we will use any of this and I will explain it to you better. So for now, we go to apply to previous indicator data, and then the style, that is the color that you want to choose. I choose green, and then the pixel, you always choose a pixel that you can see clearly. But using PC, choose this zoom. Okay, that is the zoom to here, and that is the style of how clarity it is. We choose the 2, and then the shift. Sorry, we have the shift over here too. You apply to 1. Okay, you click on shift, and then normally I think the shift is 0, so you make it 1, and then the levels, as we don't need any levels over here, and the visualization, you make it all time frame, so that on the all time frame you're able to see it. But mostly we are looking for the the 5 minutes and then the 1 minute time frame. So just click on all time frame and it will show for you. So once you are done with all these settings, and then you click on what? Okay. Once you click on OK, look at the chart. We are on the 1 minute time frame. So on the 1 minute time frame, you can see that once price gets to level 90 to 95, every time there is a crash. There are some situations where it will go above level 95, even 97, 98, 99 before it gives you a crash. That is why I tell you to always analyze the market. Once a certain index is making, let's say this crash 500 is making an uptrend, okay, it means it will trend for some time and it gives a spike. But a spike that we are looking for sometimes might not be huge, even though the strategy will tell you that it's at this zone and we need to enter the market. But once we enter, the spike we are expecting might not be huge. It will spike small and then later continue trending again. That tells you that this market is an uptrend market. You could see from this portion over here up to this portion, you could see how trend it is, and it is telling you Cash 500 is an uptrend. Okay, it's an uptrend, and then it's going to fall very soon and then moves back on an uptrend again, as I explained earlier, according to the higher time frame. Then I see a strong buy or a false breakout. But we are looking for the 1 minute time frame to catch spike. So anytime the price moves to level 90 to 95, just enter the market and wait for the spike. If it spikes small and you think your equity cannot hold, you just close on break even. If I say break even, it means you close at entry point. Okay, if the market is an uptrend, for example, like a crash 500 is an uptrend, once it spike and you don't get profits huge, just wait and see if there will be another spike. If it doesn't spike and it gets to your entry point, you just close it and then wait for the strategy to meet at another level, and then go in again gradually. You'll be able to make something out of it rather than making a loss. This strategy is very powerful. So let's see the previous chart. how it goes. See how it goes. I hope you are seeing how it goes. It doesn't move, okay? It doesn't move and it doesn't lag. A lag indicator, as I told you earlier, that once I'm moving this chart, okay, once I'm moving this chart, you could see that the moving average I inserted here will also be moving. Okay, you could see that here price, you see, even here price moves up. So this tells you that the moving average here should also go up, but it's still where it is. Okay, it's still at where it is. Now let me click here, double click, and then with the apply, let me make it close. Okay, apply to close, and then click on OK. Look at how the moving average is. You see how it is. It has deviated from what you are thinking of, whether to catch spike or to make a scalping or whatever strategy or whatever, how we want to use that in the moving average. You could see that it has deviated, you see, and once it moves, once you move your chart, you see it's moving. Let's see something from this portion, okay, from this mouse here portion, and let's go back. You see, once we move, it also moves, but let's study something here. This is the level 20, and look at where the moving average is. So let's go back. You see, once this is where we are moving, once we go back, you see the moving average has also moved to the level 20 and even below. The moving average has moved below the level 20. This is telling you that if you apply to close, the moving average will lag. It means once you are moving a chart, the moving average will also move according to the chart. Okay, the moving average will also move according to the chart. So if you are making a strategy and you don't want it to move according to the chart, you find a proper way of using it. And if you want the moving average to move along the chart, also you know how to use it. But this one we are using it to catch spike, and we don't want the moving average to move because we need a certain level before a crash can happen. So if the moving average moves, it means we are not going to get what we are thinking of. So let's go back. I'll show you how the moving average lags, or a lagging indicator. Okay, a lagging indicator, once you move the chart, it also moves. So we are going back to our previous indicator window, and let's see. You see, it has moved back to where, or our expected zones for catching spike. Now at this point, we need price action to also work. So we are going to make use of our support and resistance, and the resistance is for the crash and the support it's for the boom, and then the trend lines are for both, so that you can draw some trend lines for you to see that this is a trending market, or this is the trending market, whether it's falling or it's buying. So let's take a situation like this. Okay, a situation like this, let's see where our moving average gets to. Our moving average moves even closer to level 100, but definitely gave us a strong sell. Okay, gave us a strong sell from here up to this point. You get it? It gives us a strong sell. So whenever you are seeing that a certain index, or a certain index is trending or it's moving along the trend, always make sure that you will enter the market at a particular zone where it is higher. So let's say your first entry will be at level 95. Okay, your first entry will be at level 95, and then once it moves like this, just go and check whether that in the index has moved to the resistance zone, so that you'll be able to confidently put in a lot size that will give you a good profit. Now once you are done with this, let's go to the boom aspect. So if you are done with this, and then you click your right click on templates, and then you click on save. So you name it spike, and then you save it, so that once you come to the boom aspect like this, you just go to the 1 minute time frame. It's not now we are going to insert everything again, but you just right click and then you go to template. Since you save, this is how it will show for you, and then you click on spike, and then the strategy opens here for you. Now let's see something here. You see boom 500 also goes to the level 0 over here, and then it gives us a tiny spike. You see, it gives us just a tiny spike in order to trigger the level to another zone. Okay, it just triggered another level. So always, as I said, if a certain index is making trending, always check. Though you not get good spike or big spikes, so always you go in with a low size, that if it spikes more, you'll be able to get something, or you close at the entry. Now once price gets to this portion, it was on level 5. Okay, on level 5 it gets another spike over here, and then small once it gets here, it also came back to level 5, or let's say level 4 over here. It also gave another spike here, and then another here. It came here back to here, and then it started giving us a good spike. So always, as I said, for the boom aspect, always check if that index has gone to where your level is. If it is at level 5, then you check if that level 5 that the market has trained to, is it on the support level. You go to the 30 minutes time frame. Sorry, let's see, on the 30 minutes time frame, you make it a little big here so that you can see. And let's see, here could be a support level, and then here could be another support level. Okay, so then once you're done, you just go to the 5 minutes time frame and see. Let's make it small, and 1 minute time frame. So on the 1 minute time frame, you can see this is the support level. Okay, but if your moving average was on level 4 or level 5, and here was a support level, so it gives us a spike, but the spike was not all that huge. Okay, wasn't all that huge, but it gives us a spike. So once it goes, you'll be monitoring on your support level with the zones. And then what I wanted to share with you on how to determine whether the market is trending, or the market is spiking up, or it's making a trending. And that is what I want to show you guys. Let's go to the crash 500, and then let's clear for us to see the previous chart. So as I explained, this indicator will never lag. Okay, this indicator will never lag, and if you apply it to your PC, this is how it's going to work for you perfectly. It's gonna work for you. And let's check on the parameters again. With the parameters, we have period of 35, exponential, then previous indicator data, that is the only difference that makes it a spike indicator. Okay, this previous indicator data is the only thing that changes this moving average to be a spike indicator. Mostly people use moving average the method of close and then exponential, close and then exponential, or simple and then exponential, simple exponential. But here we are applying it to previous indicator. All these charts we see here, that is the green and the red, will be a previous. Okay, it means it has happened before. So previous. So there is no way this indicator should lag. Okay, there's no way this indicator should lag if you apply to previous indicator data. If you apply it on your PC and you see anything lagging, or once you move the chart it also moves, just drop it, or just give me an information on my comment section, and then I'm going to help you out. If you need any updates, I'll tell you. If you need something you have to do after, but you go say that once I started this video I did everything for you to see it. I never changed anything, I never do anything, I never updated anything. I just go straight by inserting it and by doing it. So that is how it should also go, or you should also out apply to. But if you have any challenge, you can text me either by on Telegram, WhatsApp, or under the comment section below, and then I'll get a solution for you. So this is what we need for you to become a spike indicator, and definitely we need a shift of 1, meaning if you are shifting it at 1, it means if that thing is on if that thing is number 2, okay, number 2 meaning it's up. So if you are shifting it 1, it means it has to go back 1. Okay, it has to go back 1, and then once it goes back 1, it tells you that that period has been shifted 1, meaning if you are using a shift of 0, you could apply the period should be at least 40 or 39. But since we shifted it 1, it means we need to lower the period. But go by this process, and then with everything will work for you. Now let's move on to whatever I want to teach you, for you to be able to know how if the market is trending or it is spiking up. Now the last thing I want to tell you is apply for the Ichimoku, and then with the Ichimoku you also want to do the same thing by left click, hold it, and then drag it into the RSI indicator, and then with the parameters, with the color we need 1 color, the other Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen should be 1 color. Okay, it should be a 1 color, and then with the parameters, with the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen should also be the same figure. Since we are using the same color, it should be the same figure, and the span 52, though we don't need a certain span. So all the rest of the settings should be 999, that is the color should be 990. We don't need that colors, we need only that 2 colors, and then you click on OK. If you click on OK, this is how your chart will be. But always, if you want to determine whether the market is an uptrend or a downtrend, which time frame are you going to use, and which one will favor you? Someone can use 5 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, even someone 1 day. But it should become into your mind that once you are using higher time frame to determine the trend of the market, it's just telling you that how many days are you going to get for you to get to your destination. Okay, so we have the swing traders. So we are swing traders. Those who are newbie to my channel, if I say swing, meaning you are entering the market and you are not expecting your results today, but tomorrow, 3 days time, 4 days time, even a week, sometimes can go within even months. But we the young and newbies, we always look for short term, that is just a 1 day or 3 hours, 4 hours, or even 1 hour. So makes a false breakout and buy, or it make a retest and then sell again. So this Ichimoku here will determine for you where the market is moving. Even though you don't have knowledge in analyzing the market, just insert the Ichimoku inside your RSI levels together with your moving average over here, and then you'll be able to get something for yourself. So if you add this one, you also want to click here, move on template, and then save. If you go to save, don't save with a new name. You already have a name here as a spike, so you just double click it and it will tell you to replace. Yes, I want to replace. Then you go to the boom aspect here. Once you go to the boom aspect, you right click and then go to template, and then you click on spike. You see the Ichimoku has been selected for you over here. So on a 5-minute time frame, you see what we are experiencing over here. The Ichimoku is below the moving average. We are expecting a buy. Okay, we are expecting a buy on the 5-minute time frame. On the 15-minute time frame, it's not yet a buy, it's a sell. On the 15-minute time frame, it's still a sell, not buy. Why? Because the Ichimoku is still above the moving average, and it is telling that once the moving average is, the Ichimoku is above the moving average, it's a sell. If it is below the moving average, it's a buy. And I told you that if the 5-minute time frame and the 15-minute time frame talks the same thing, then it means you could guys, you could say that okay, this market is where it's trending to. So let's move to the crash and see. See on the crash 500 15-minute time frame is above, okay, so it's a sell. On the 5-minute time frame also talks the same thing, a sell. But on the boom 500 on the 5 minutes it's telling us the buy, but on the 15-minute time frame it's still a sell. So with such type of time frame, you need to wait for the 15-minute time frame to confirm. Okay, for 15-minute time frame to confirm. So let's with the boom 500, let's move to the 30-minute time frame. You see on the 30-minute time frame it also confirms a sell, and then H1 to also confirms a sell, a very long sell. So with a 5-minute time frame, it's not that we could experience a small buy as in a short-term buy, and then it will fall or sell massively again, because the 15-minute time frame hasn't confirmed buy, and you need to be very careful. Always enter your market or enter your trade at the support level for boom. Once the indicator goes to your zone, then you enter your market and then see if it's on the support level, and then you enter the market. Guys, this is what I want to show you, and thanks for watching this video. I know it's going to help you a lot and a lot and a lot. If you go by this, trust me, you're going to make something out of it. You're going to make profit. But I'll be dropping another strategy with another indicator that will never lag, as I said. If you are trading spike and a strategy is telling you that use this indicator, and the indicator lags, guys, it's not going to help you. Trust me. If you are using a spike strategy, that's the indicator's lag. Once you move the chart, it also moves. Trust me, you're not going to get anything, because anything that lag and the person do a video about it, what has happened is what it is going to tell you, that once it reaches a spike, because it has already happened. But once you are using this strategy, strategy and indicator never lack. You get to know that once it gets there, it spike. Once it gets there, it spike. You see everything for yourself. But the indicator that lag, you see that once you are moving a chart, it will also move, and it has already happened.